Sakaja, I have to make a mention about this SGR because it was a national project, and it didn't happen yesterday, right? From your history, you know, in National Assembly, when those arguments were being made, to the Senate, you know, when the same arguments were being made and the implementation of, like, where were you?
I'm on record, including looking at the labor issues on the SGR as chairman of labor, the issue of the foreigners, let me not mention the country, who are still in charge of, you know, running things that we thought Kenyans would operate. You see, political expedience is expensive, yeah. All this time, even after the handshake happened, and you know, for me, I keep saying let's focus on what needs to be done. For instance, the Nyali MP, Mohamed Ali, kept talking about these issues, and the party of my brother was very quiet about that time because
no, actually, you're you're actually very wrong.
I didn't interrupt you.
No. He's never raised it. Hold on. You're a parliamentarian. You actually know that when you want to talk about someone, you have to have a substantive motion. However,
I'll give it.
However, he has not raised this matter, not even once. Not even once. Not even
in Parliament.
Can I finish my point?
In Parliament.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Can I finish
Laws
my point?
are not made out on the streets.
Can I finish my point?
And even when the DP was actually raising this matter, no, I mean it's one thing. I mean where he wants to
just let me finish my point.
You
said you were speaking. You said many things that I didn't agree with.
You'll respond. Okay.
And I've also interrupted.
All right, go ahead.
We're from a good school. When someone speaks, you listen, and then you come in later.
Our school, we don't mislead people. Go ahead.
Yeah, you've done that. And when all these points were being raised by many people, including Muhuri and all of these activists in the coast, there was a lot of silence. And what the people of the coast are saying is that you can't come now and say that you realized these problems that were happening to us, and now because of political expediency, you want to talk about them. For me, what's important is this. The problem with our country has been that we think politics is, you know, zero-sum game. That is, it is, you know, we're competitive to a fault. That it is either inland or the coast. Of course, regarding Gachagua, right, the port is not about just Mombasa. It's a national asset, but it must benefit the people of Mombasa in a certain way. It must benefit the rest of the country in a certain way. So for us, it was about, and from where I sit, including as a contestant for Nairobi governor, is how do we create this, you know, how these national assets benefit the whole country. The problem was the economics around the SGR. In terms of the tonnage, in terms of, you know, the number of wagons and the, you know, how much they would cost to carry containers. That math was not done properly. And that is why people are being forced to put all of their cargo on it to bring it all the way to the inland container depot or all the way to Naivasha. And that was the problem with it. Now, what we should have done...
What problem was that?
It's a problem for this country.
But who, at some point, someone has to take responsibility.
Of course, the government must take responsibility.
Okay.
The entire government.
Carry on.
To say the truth. But what we must say now is this. Look, we're going into an election. The people of Mombasa have suffered for all these years. There's been silence around that issue. What is the best bet for them? Let's not try and score political points from the suffering of people. I know people who've closed their CFSs. I know people who are working at the port. People who are doing menial jobs, which are important jobs, from across the country in Mombasa. Mombasa is a cosmopolitan city. You know, it's or county, so to speak. Let us give them hope and say, look, if both of the parties now realize there's a mess there, what is the best way forward for them? I'd rather focus on that. But if you want us to focus on pointing blame on who is the cause of that problem, I'll let Abdul Somad interrupt himself and talk about it. No, because he's been a leader in Mombasa. Let him tell us what he's been saying about it.